call it the edge of the world, miles of arid, sun-scorched desert where only the toughest life survives. But suddenly the Baja Desert breaks to a mangrove estuary that has species we recognize from not just Mexico, but California and Florida. All right, I'm gonna show you guys 2 clips right after I say what I'm gonna say right now. So, the first time I went down here was 5 years ago, and the fishing was insane. And ever since then, I've wanted to take these. This is an NLBN little mullet. And the reason I wanted to take these, check that bait out. This is a super popular bait. I fished it a ton in Florida. And the first trip I ever went down, I was fishing 7-inch regular flukes. And I was getting grouper to come up and just absolutely clobber them on the surface. And 1 out of every 3 would actually hit. You'd see them come up and swipe at it, come up and swipe at it. And when I moved out to Florida, I saw this bait and I knew this was gonna be a killer. So check out these 2 clips from my first trip ever down there, and then let's get into fishing. Oh my gosh, just right on the, freaking hit the water, it's gone. Check that out. Early morning grouper jerk bait. Here we go. Mangroves. Oh, come on. Look at this. Oh, my first ever snook. Check that out. Oh, I am shaking right now. All right. All right, everybody, I need you to stick with me for 1 minute because this is gonna be a wild freaking day. All right, you guys see I got the NLBN out, so you're thinking, he's back in Florida. And my California viewers are like, yeah, right, let's stop watching. This is where you need to watch because we're gonna do everything that's California, Florida, and in between. Oh, there are topwater grouper blowing up. We have potential at snook. We've got halibut, corvina. We've got a little bit of everything. And you guys are gonna see me finally skipping again, a little bit. We got the NLBN out here in freaking Mexico. And I swear this place is Narnia. 5-incher is a little bit light for this rod, but I didn't have a smaller rod, so that's what I'm doing. And you know I love my 7-inch baits. That's what I would rather be throwing. So let's get up to some of this good looking stuff and get fishing. All right, there we go. That's what we want to be. I want to be plowing this bait up inside these mangroves. We're skipping up inside these. Trying to get these grouper. They're gonna be hanging out close to the bank. They're gonna be hanging out close to this bank, any type of structure that's close to the bank. So we're gonna do everything we can. Oh man, I'm gonna be honest, skipping the 5-inch bait on this heavy rod is difficult. I need a lighter rod. That is, oh shit, I forgot to tighten my drag. That was a dumb mistake on my part. Oh, that was so fast. Woo, straight to the bushings we're going. Dude. Oh my God, I can't believe I even landed that considering I forgot. Oh, we got some big boils right up ahead. Guess whose dumb self forgot to set their drag? My reel was set to let drag out. Set nice and soft. First grumpy of the morning. Okay, before we make that mistake again, let's go ahead and tighten my drag. Oh, how freaking sweet. Topwater grouper on the mini mullet. Looking primo. God, if one of those snapper came up, I would be ecstatic. Straight ecstatic. Like, snook, yeah, I want a freaking snook real bad on this trip. A snapper, equally as bad. Even if it's small, I want a snapper. Even if it's small. That is
so high on the list. Oh, doesn't that look like just a beauty coming down the line? Oh, we gotcha! Oh. Nice grouper. As I'm not even paying attention, little guy, but oh, how sick is that? Topwater grouper, 5-inch mini mullet. He ain't done. Oh, hard to hold you guys. I should get my pliers out. Oh, he's on. That was a freaking 8.5. Oh, we're stuck. We're stuck. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, hold up. We're stuck. He's on up in the bushes here somewhere. I'm holding the rod way high. Way high. As we get closer, I'm trying to... Oh, we got snapper all around him. We got snapper right here. Drag the board backwards if we can, if we have to. Come on, fucker. Board hates going in the right direction. I wonder if he's still on. I haven't felt him pull in a hot second. Might be just stuck now. I think he might have gotten, yeah, he got off. No, he's on. I see him right there. How are we gonna get you out? How are we gonna get you out? You are in there, huh? Well, this is why we have that bigger setup, guys. You know, it's kind of feels weird, but we're in I'm sitting in 3 feet of water, pulling this grouper out of a foot. A little bit better fish. I'll show you here in a second. Just went absolute airborne, which was frickin' super rad. I've never had to change my braid before. I definitely will. There we go. And it'll be in the mouth. Absolutely clobbered that mini mullet. Oh, I'm filming in 4K. I hope that topwater bite hits on the camera. Whew. He's got a couple pieces of skinny little minnows in there. That's what we are looking for. Woo. All right. Shoo. That was sick. Okay. Got a nice cloud cover so I can have this front camera on again, which is kind of nice. Dual angle is always good. As my good friend RJ, aka Go the Fuck Outside, likes to say, keeping the camera moving keeps the audience engaged. And he makes extremely cinematic videos, so check him out. I'll put a link in my description if you want to see his stuff. And or if you just want some really good advice on making videos, because he's like an absolute pro. He's also very stickler about what he makes, so be warned. All right. I've got an area I wanted to go check out. That's where we're paddling to right now, but this just looked good. I've kind of casted at it a couple of times here and there when I'm, whoa! That thing went like 3 feet in the frickin' air. What? That was so rad. It's certainly deep enough in this corner for the little grouper to sit in, but they don't get the current. Ooh. I thought that was mullet freaking out, and then the grouper came at it, and oh, there he is. Oh my God, that was so sick. Oh, That was so freaking sick. There's got to be a school of them right there. Hold on, let's get this thing back out there. Come on, come on, come on. They're probably still looking for it. Like, what the hell just happened? And then they're just blowing up back there. Okay, come on. Oh, don't tell me that's not the coolest shit ever. I retied the braid, put on a new mini mullet, little mullet. I'm gonna keep calling it a mini mullet, but it's a little mullet, 5-incher. And then I'll show you guys later. So that one got torn up. There's a special glue, you can buy it from NLBN. These are made by NLBN. And that glue is a lifesaver. I'll have 3 baits. Even if they get cut in half, as long as I just grab the other end of the bait, I can glue them back together and it's like brand new. So not too worried about, I only came down with 3 of these, not too worried about blowing through them. As long as I can always go get the other half of the bait, I can glue them back together. I keep the glue in the box. The other one's in there drying right now, so not a problem. All right, guys, so we're paddling out to go explore a new mangrove channel, canal, whatever you want to call it. I've never been in it. It looks super cool. I'm gonna pull a mini mullet out, little mullet. I'll get that right one of these times. And we're gonna fish up and down this thing looking for some snook. Hell yeah, let's go. There's gonna be one problem, and that's gonna be corvina. Corvina love to eat everything in front of them, especially out here. We have an outgoing tide. The hope is, I don't know, I really don't know. The hope is that the snook here will be exactly like the ones in Florida. Not exactly, but the ones in Florida when we get down these mangrove channels at high tide Jesus, fucking corvina right there. Well, at high tide, those snook will actually sit out kind of in the center doing nothing, and at low tide, as the bait gets pulled out of the mangroves, that's when they're sitting there eating. So the tide is sucking out. It's about halfway out right now. We've got about 4 hours till low, like complete low, but it should be enough to pull the water out from these mangroves to get some bait out, to get fish kind of fired up. This corner looks like it's gonna be stacked. I got a feeling it's gonna be stacked. It's a nice bend, which means there's gonna be deep water. Just got rolled on right there. That's a little grouper. Oh, just down, freaking thundered at it. That's a nice snapper right there. I wonder if any of these are snappers that are coming out. They are. Oh my God, it's a snapper. It's a snapper. It's a snapper. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Oh my God. It was a snapper. They might be freaking snapper coming at it. Oh my God. Oh. No freaking way. I keep saying this is like as far as I'm gonna go, and then I just keep pushing because it just looks right. Everything looks right to hold. Snook. Got a little bit of bait. It's depth. Definitely depth. A couple feet. So on a low tide, it's gonna be at least 2 feet. We're middle of a low, and it's like 3 feet deep. There's mangroves that have steep bank. There's some structure out in the center. Lots of shade. It's not just straight, there are bends. All right, we're back to where we started. Let's see if we can pick off 1 or 2 more grouper before the wind just absolutely clobbers me off the water. That was a rough paddle back through there. No white caps, but it's a good... Oh, I missed that one, and I freaking ended up hooking the branch. It's a good, probably 10 to 15 mile an hour winds over there. With the tide a little lower now, I'm hoping that these grouper are a little bit more excited. This will be a bit, it'll be a little bit shallower. They're gonna get pulled out to this outer edge. I can cast on this outer edge pretty easily. Oh, that was such a nice snapper that came out. Fudge. Fudge, there's one right there too. Oh, there's two of them. All right, it's gonna be out on this trip. Like, we have to get one of those snappers to eat. That's got to be a thing. Should have paddled real hard to get them. Oh, there we go. There's a good one, right as it hit the water. And that is a freaking snapper. That's a snapper. That's a snapper. That's exactly what we're looking for. I don't care that we're running plow head first into the bushes here. Look at him. Oh, shit, there goes one camera. I need to go get that camera. That thing's gonna die. I knew they would eventually eat this stinking bait. Still filming. God damn. I think he freaking took some braid through my finger there. But, guys, I hope you can see this. I really hope you do. Not to lose my whole freaking deck. Whoo, buddy. Look at the snapper. On the NLBN. Oh, it's only a matter of time before we got a freaking snapper. I don't know what kind this is. It looks like a super bright orange mangrove snapper. You guys, you know, and shit, God, he doesn't stop flopping, I'll tell you that. Let's go get this camera dried out because it's sank in the water. I think we might be done for today.
All right, guys, I am back in San Diego. We actually fished the next day. I did 11 miles on the paddleboard the next day, and it was all to go check out a brand new, way out there creek looking for snook. Didn't find them. The Corvina bite was bonkers, but I didn't do a lot of filming on that and decided to cut it off here. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you back out of the water next time.